Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Welcome Grove Homestead. Today we are going to put some hay in a barn. Yay. And I'm really excited about this. We're literally going to go out in the field, drag some bales in, and put them somewhere they're going to stay safe.
We already have lots of bales over there. We
got 6 bales already pulled. We got 1 in the barn, and we're just kind of experimenting with how we're going to do this. In addition to this, we are going to show you the process of using a hay spear in the front and a hay spear on the back. Now, something's going on today that will turn this episode into a horror show, and that is the fact that my son Nathan is driving my truck right now. And I'm terrified. You want to see? Let's see real quick. He's driving so recklessly fast. Oh my gosh, look out, here he comes! Okay, all right, so maybe he's not driving recklessly fast, but I've been teaching him how to drive the truck, and this morning he goes, "Dad, can I move the feed up to the barn?" I'm like, okay. So I gave him the keys, and the man was like, he is not driving the truck alone. So she's driving with him. Anyway, let's move some hay. This here is my baby, my Kubota. I call her Cubby. I actually don't have a name for her. Help me name my tractor. I don't know. Something creative, something cute. Because she's so creative and cute. Anyway, on the front you can see I have a hay spear. This is a spear that hooks on with a quick connect to the lift. And I'll show you that up close real quick. The idea with these hay spears is that these and these will literally stab into the side of your bales of hay, and you'll be able to lift them up. Now, when you put them on, and you're gonna see this in the video, when you put them on, you will tilt it back and raise it up off the ground so that you're not fighting gravity the entire time. The second piece of equipment we're using today is a 3-point spear hay attachment, and that is right here. The reason they call it 3 points is because it connects the tractor at 3 points. Here, here, and right over there. That allows us to really have the lifting power that we need using that, remember the PTO clutch I showed you in the other video, where it raises up and down and turns off and on? I can raise and lift this from the cab of the tractor, which means I can back it up, straight into the hay bale, and then lift it up off the ground. So I could carry one on the front, and one on the back, and get twice as much moved at one time. This piece of equipment came from Randy. He called me yesterday and said, "Hey, can I borrow your tractor?" I said, "Sure, of course, anything I can do, right?" I get home from work and he's got 1 bale on the front, 1 bale on the back, and I was like, what a guy. He's like, "Hey, I hooked up a 3-point spear for you so you can move twice as much, twice as fast." That guy is amazing. Hope you have someone amazing in your life. If you do, make sure you tell him thank you. For now, let's move some hay. Well, there you have it. Look at this. I got a bale and a bale. We're talking thousands of pounds of hay in, what was that, a minute or less to pick up and move. I can now move these wherever I want. What a cool thing. I'm just blown away by how big these bales are. Like, one had fallen over on its side and I was like, I'll just pick it up and like push it up. No, I could not do that. It was very, very heavy. So this is your first time seeing that, right? What was your thought when you saw Daddy doing this? What did you see?
I saw you with 1 bale.
You saw me with 1 bale?
The first time I saw it, then I saw you putting that one on.
Was that cool or what? It's pretty awesome, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you could move one of these if you tried. I don't think I could. Well, you don't have to. Come here. Come here.
I can roll one a tiny bit.
So you were saying when you saw the hay spear, you thought it would go all the way through? Mm-hmm. Can you think of any reason why that would be a bad thing for it to go all the way through?
I wouldn't know why it would be
Well, what if it poked out the other side and got someone when you're driving?
Oh.
That could be bad, huh? So it goes in just long enough for the bales. Now, these are 4 feet wide by 5 feet round bales. So they're like, they're pretty hefty, right? Now, these bales are probably the 950 pound range each. So it is important that you're not, careless when you're driving one of these tractors, because there's a lot of weight. The storage plan at this point is to pack this side with as many bales as possible and just kind of get an idea with how much we're working with. My priority is to save as much of the pasture hay, the best quality hay, inside as we can. If we end up filling up the whole barn and not having enough space, I have a giant tarp, and then I have a hookup who's gonna get me a giant train tarp cover to cover bales that we have to store outside. The real key is you don't want them to get wet if you can help it. Maybe a little rain on it's not a big deal, but we are expecting some thunderstorms in the next couple of days, so it's really important for me to get as many into the barn as we can, just so we don't have any extra moisture or wetness come up into these bales. So there you have it. We just moved 6 bales of hay, and they are now safely stored in a waterproof barn. There are 123 more out there to find a home for. So that is the rest of the weekend. Now I'm gonna get as much done as I can today, and then after church tomorrow we'll do more. But we're actually stacking hay. That's pretty awesome, huh? All right, give me 5. Yeah. As you can see, we're storing hay all over the place. This hay here is stored in the pole barn adjacent to the goats and the cows for now, just so it's easier access for feeding. We're gonna probably stack probably 6 to 9 bales in just this little stall here for storage, and that will allow Amanda to have access readily for the cows, so that's good. I wanted to share with you a couple fun facts about hay today. So a lot of times you go through the fields or you're driving through the country and you'll see square bales of hay. You might feed them to your animals. I know you probably saw on our channel when we were living in the city, we would get 2 bales of alfalfa at a time, and we kind of throw around the word hay just willy-nilly when really hay can mean so many different things. Sometimes people even see those hay mazes and they think, oh, there you go. Sometimes that's actually just straw. There is a difference between hay and straw. We think of straw more as a baled bedding use. It's not got any true nutritional value. It's that light yellow color, kind of similar in color, but it's straw. So it doesn't have any of the nutrition in it that you would see in something like hay. Now, hay can be a legume, it can be a grass, it can be made up of many different things. And here in our farm, we've been talking about what kind of hay do we want to make in the future. So as you can see, I've been at it for some time now. We are slowly but surely filling up this center section of the barn, but don't worry, I still have plenty more space to put bales. At this point, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 bales in this barn and 4 in the other pole barn. Headed back out to get some more. Here we go. Well, that was pretty fun. Got to take you along on a tractor ride today. Didn't know if that was in the books, right? Well, we are gonna continue filling this barn up. Now you may be asking yourself, why am I not going up? And the reason is because the rafters are just a little bit too narrow to store those bales on top of each other throughout the thing. I'm gonna have to maybe do a little bit of construction in the off season. But for now, I'm gonna find out just how much space I have in the other areas of the barn to just, you know, maybe I won't need to go upwards this time. We'll see. I might. We'll all just have to wait and see together. This side's all full up. Time to fill the other. Here we go.
Well, it certainly was a very productive day. David actually managed to get all of the hay from our half of our 55-acre property. I mean, 55-ish acres. It was really successful, actually, because we actually ended up having some incredibly crazy thunderstorms. And it's actually, as you can see, it's not the same day, but the weather just got so crazy, so fast, we just weren't quite able to finish filming everything, but we did get all the hay in here, and I'm very proud of David. He did great. He really busted his rear end and got it moving. So he still has all the hay that's on the other side of the property, but now it's a little wet from the rain, so we gotta wait for it to dry out before it can go back in the barn. We're gonna hopefully have some clear weather here coming up, but it's already been thunderstorming off and on today, so we'll see. But I also wanted to update you guys on the little bunny that we were able to revive. Guinevere's little bunny that we thought was dead, we were able to bring it back. It actually is still alive and is doing really quite well. It's nice and fat and round and happy. All 7 of Guinevere's babies are doing really great. And so I don't know that I have any cause for concern regarding that one baby that we managed to bring back. It's actually, it's gonna be a little black and white baby, I think, based on the color pattern on its skin. So it's looking really good. It's actually one of the largest babies in the litter now. It's very healthy, so awesome. I also just want to take a moment to say thank you to everybody who has been very encouraging with their comments after we lost those babies from the heat. I really appreciate it. You guys were moving me to tears with your loving comments, your encouragement. It was so wonderful, really. I was expecting to get a lot more criticism, more so, I guess, than I was already giving myself. And you guys were completely the opposite. You were very supportive, very just encouraging, and it really means a lot to me that was the immediate reaction rather than censure. And so it's just eye-opening every single time that you guys just come out and you say something that is just so wonderful. Like, it's just, yeah, we really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for your pointers. We do actually have frozen 2-liter bottles in with the adults on the hot days, so we really appreciate you guys giving me pointers and tips. So we're actually working toward figuring out a more long-term plan for keeping the rabbits cool. And once we figure out exactly what we want to do, we're going to let you guys know. We've got a few ideas that we want to toy around with. But for now, this is your country nerd with a goat herd, saying that you can grow where you're planted.